When we're talking to committees, a lot of committee members say how much work is involved in the committee, how many meetings does the committee have. So thinking about the committee work in terms of how many meetings occur is probably not the right way of thinking about it. The meetings of a committee are to share information with your fellow committee members, but that is not where the work occurs. So if you're in a job where you have meetings, you know that meetings are not necessarily always productive. A lot of the time you do your work really well for a month, and at the end of the month you sort of tell your colleagues what you've achieved. You don't go to the meeting to start the work on the day of the meeting. And it's the same thing with committee membership. Obviously the work you're doing is different, but if your committee is only getting together once every 3 months to do its committee functions of, trying to organise the building and communicate with residents and get things done, then that's not a very big opportunity for you to achieve those things. And there's a lot of gap in the meantime where if no one's sort of leading the group and the committee members aren't working on projects, they don't know what is expected of them through the period, that can be where a lot of the work in a body corporate can really, really slow down. And you see those buildings that are in desperate need of maintenance and it just isn't happening quickly enough to sort of keep on top of it. So a way around that is at each of the meetings of the committee, hopefully we'll be helping guide you in this in our meetings in which we're involved. But if we're not there or if we haven't been specific enough during a meeting, ask the question of who's doing that. If there's a consensus view that someone needs to get a quote to, fix the gutters, who's doing it? Because the committee as a group can't all do it. So someone needs to put their hand up and say, I will do that. In some cases, that would be the caretaker, depending on their contract responsibilities. But in other cases, it might be one committee member who takes on that job and you sort of divvy up the work. And then you're accountable to each other. For the next meeting, you can report in and say, these are the 3 quotes I got. What do you want to decide as a group?